So we've got a model of the inner spinal cord here, and as you can see, we've got all our different little places labeled. So start with the dorsal horn. The dorsal horn.
You can take them off if you want.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so the dorsal horn here, labeled as number 2, is the portion that receives afferent nerve signals. It's in the dorsal area, and dorsal nerves are afferent nerves that synapse here in the back. The opposite would be the ventral horn. The ventral horn carries efferent nerve signals, so motor nerves. So one gets the stimulus, and one is the reactor. So we receive the stimulus in the back, reaction out the front, and that's the motor. So now we have dorsal and ventral roots, which are basically where the nerve plexus, so a bunch of nerves come and they all join together into an area called a root. So there's a ventral root and there's a dorsal root. The dorsal root has an enlarged area called the dorsal root ganglion. The dorsal root ganglion is an area with lots of, actually there are lots of neuron cell bodies all in here, and it makes an enlargement. So let's see, what else do we have going on? There's the lateral horn, which is just off to the side, which is represented by number 3 here. The lateral horn comes off to the side. And this portion is gray matter. So the portion that looks like a butterfly and has the horns is made up of gray matter, which is all the cell bodies of the neural tissue. And then we've got white matter out here, which is all the axons, all the myelinated axons of the nervous cells. Okay, and we know our meninges, which are the 3 layers, also called motors. And we have the pia mater, which is the meninge closest to the white matter on the spinal cord. And then we have the arachnoid meninges, arachnoid mater, which is this area that looks web-like. You can remember arachnoid mater because arachnoid, an arachnid, is a spider, and spiders make webs, so it's very web-like. And then the dura mater. Dura means hard, so the hard, protective outer layer. We have one more thing here. This number 10 is the denticulate ligament. The denticulate ligament just kind of stabilizes the spinal cord inside of its meninges. So that was the ventral root. We talked about it. Ventral roots in the front, dorsal roots in the back.
And what about this?
Yep, that's an afferent. That's a grouping of afferent fibers, meaning that they are taking a stimulus up to the brain or into the spinal cord, wherever it's going to be processed. So that's afferent, and then the efferent is coming out the front. So this is the back, this is the front.
So this is the dorsal root?
Dorsal. This is the dorsal root here, actually. The dorsal root is where they all start to group up.
And then we do
The spinal nerve is number 15. And that's it for that.